What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuning in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go! Welcome back, everybody. We got a jam-packed episode for you guys today. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, Rich. We got college basketball conference tournaments going on. NFL free agency trade markets heating up a little bit. It's normally one of the best times of the year, and it looks like it's starting to look a little normal this year.
Oh yeah, definitely. NFL preseason heating up with these franchise tags and re-signings. We're at the halftime point for basketball. Baseball's right around the corner. Hockey's in full effect.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a great time to be alive. I mean, that's the big news this week. Your boy Dak, he got re-signed. They did a 4-year for $160, but according to JD standards, he only got a $126 guaranteed. doesn't count the non-guaranteed money.
I mean, these days you can't really. I mean, it's all about that guaranteed money. Because I feel like, if they get to the end of these contracts even and they play on these non-guaranteed contracts, it's usually to the benefit of the team, not the player.
Right. This re-signing, I think it benefits both parties. But I mean, your boy Dak, it seemed like he might have got the better of the deal with this.
Yeah, he didn't want a long-term deal. He wanted, that was what he was looking for, was 4 years. I feel like that's what these guys, just because of the way the TV contracts and CBA and salary cap, it doesn't make sense for quarterbacks necessarily to sign huge long-term deals because, their value is going to go up. So, you saw Deshaun Watson sign a similar type deal, and now Dak's got the 4 and 160. Technically, I think it's a 6-year deal, but they can terminate it after 4. So just for salary cap reasons. But yeah, he's going to have a good year next year. $75 million in cash coming to him.
Oh yeah, and then they can also convert his salary to a signing bonus. So that's going to help the team sign some players. As far as on the defensive end and become more cap friendly. I was thinking about this earlier. I think they should trade Amari Cooper as well. I mean, $22 million. That's a lot of money for a receiver.
I mean, yeah. I guess you could, but you already got him signed. They're under the cap. I'd rather see them get rid of Zeke than Amari Cooper. The way that Zeke played last year. But yeah, I don't. It's a big number, but I think they kind of need those wide receivers for Dak. Really what they need is defensive players.
But I mean, there's rumors going around. It looks like everybody's trying to get Pitts now. So I mean, looks like he's not going to fall to us at 11, and the Cowboys got the pick before us. So I mean, it's looking like I don't know what we're going to do with that 11 pick.
Who's Mel Kiper got the Giants taking right now?
It was Pitts, but I mean, all these rumors are coming out now that Pitts looks amazing. Everybody likes him because he's like 6'6", 240. 250-ish, and he'll make an immediate impact at the tight end position, especially for a lot of teams that don't have a tight end, especially the teams that are picking ahead. After these 5 quarterbacks go, in the top 10, I mean, the next 5 picks are probably going to be Pitts and three of the other receivers. So I don't know where that leaves us.
Yeah, and throw Penne in there for on the offensive line. He'll be going early.
Yeah, so that's 10 right there. Those are the top 10 picks right there.
Yeah, you might get a defensive player in there somewhere, but someone reaching for a defensive guy. But yeah, it's going to be a heavily loaded QB receiver early in this draft, I think.
Oh yeah, and then I wouldn't mind getting Surtain or the linebacker from Penn State, but but we really need a defensive end, another pass rusher. Even though we did franchise tag Williams today, I don't know if we'll be able to re-sign him next year because we can't tag him anymore. This is the second time getting tagged. So
yeah, usually it seems like when you go to tag a guy second time, that they either have to get the deal done, that year or those guys leave. I think although the tag's good to kind of hold on to guys like that, if you're going to tag a guy a second time, you're not really instilling much confidence that you want to keep him long term. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know you're a little upset. Your boy Robinson got tagged today.
He's just he's one of those tough guys, tough receivers, catches everything, plays hurt. Just a good guy to have on your team, it seems like. Yeah, it sounds like Chicago has no intentions of letting him go anywhere, and it sounds like they're probably going to try to lock him up to a longer term deal. Smart move by them. He's good in the locker room. I was hoping that it was someone the Jets could look at, but good move on Chicago for locking him up.
Yeah, I think that's our only option really,
Yeah,
because they don't have anybody on offense that's contract is up or really
Cordarrelle
worth
Patterson,
keeping.
and they
I
have
mean,
like 8 tight ends.
yeah, that's it's not going to get it done. I mean, there's some other receivers out there, but I don't know if any of them float your boat. Like Tim Patrick, AJ Green, but he's a little older. Ty, but I don't think he goes anywhere.
Yeah,
Boy, Larry Fitzgerald, I can't believe he's still playing.
I thought he signed a 1-year deal to go back to Arizona.
He might have. What I'm looking at now, I don't see anything said that he.
Oh, Galladay's out there now. He's not getting tagged, so
He didn't get tagged.
he's probably the number one receiving option. I don't know how to feel about him. He obviously has the talent to be the number one guy, but I just don't know. He's like hurt sometimes. Sometimes it looks like he doesn't really care to be there. I don't know. To me, it's I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on him. Someone's gonna pay him. Someone's gonna pay him a lot of money.
Yeah, the only other one I saw was Juju. That would be somebody we're forgetting.
Yeah, no, I like him.
But it's going to be interesting to see, where these dominoes start falling once everything starts officially opening up.
Yeah, and you saw the Patriots start to make some moves, trading for Trent Brown from the Raiders. I think the Patriots kind of revived Trent Brown's career, got him a nice contract, with the Vegas Raiders, and now he's heading back. I think he had 1 year left on his deal. He reworked his contract, so he's going to make $11 million to be the left tackle for the Patriots this year. But that pretty much says goodbye to Joe Thuney, their All-Pro guard.
I don't know. Maybe they keep him.
It's going to cost them too much money.
I mean, they have a lot of cap room though. They're the second most.
They do, but they don't like spending real money all at once, and that's what this would cause them to do, because they'd have to give them a signing bonus. That comes out of the pocket, and they'd probably have to give them, 5 years and $12 million a year, something like that, $13 million a year. I don't see them doing it. It's a lot of money. They got Shaq Mason on the other side at guard, who's already locked into a long, big money deal. So I think that he's probably gone.
I mean, possibly. But that's the tricky thing about New England. They always have a bunch of cap room, a bunch of picks, but you can never tell what they're doing. So, like I told you earlier, we talked about this off mic. I would have loved to see him go after both these pass rushers and Dupree and Barrett, but
they just don't value that position. They like to, you've seen it. Like they had Chandler Jones, they traded him to Arizona. They had Trey Flowers. They let him go to Detroit. They like to have it seems like they like to draft these edge rushers, get them to a high level, and then not sign them. I don't know. It just seems like they consistently kind of do that. I don't remember the last pass rusher they locked up long term. I mean, look at even Richard Seymour. They signed him to a long term deal and they traded him a couple years later. So
yeah, I feel like they get rid of it. They get rid of them when they're hot, so they can get the most out of them as far as picks and stuff. But it's a lot of defensive players out there too. Von Miller's out there, Clowney's out there, so it's gonna be interesting to see Dominican Sue. Where these people go. Hopefully, they don't all go to Tampa Bay to try to win the Super Bowl. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we had NBA All-Star Day just passed. It's quick and simple. They kicked off with some of the skills challenge. Then they hit us with the 3-point contest. Then they did the game. Halftime show was the dunk contest. Then they finished it off. How are you feeling after All-Star Day?
It wasn't that bad. The 3-point contest was good. The skills was okay. The dunk contest, meh. But that's nothing new. They've needed to kind of revamp this dunk contest for a while. It was kind of cool to kind of just have the one day and not drag it out.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't like it was all day.
Yeah.
It started at like 5.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I didn't mind it. I kind of popped in and out, watched most of the game, but I kind of liked it. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was quick and simple. I felt like the 3-point contest was one of the highlights of the night, but that carried into the
Hmm.
All-Star game. Your boy Steph Curry's pretty much showing he's one of the best shooters ever, but we already knew that. But I mean, it was something I thought about. I don't think I told you this. I would like them see them spice things up as far as the 3-point and dunk contest. Let's say you do as far as the 3-point contest. Let's say you bring back some of the greats. I mean, because it's shooting. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to bring them back to shoot, like Ray Allen or Reggie Miller, and do like an old
Mm.
school versus new school. I think that would be fun to watch. Even though they're not in the prime, I think people will tune into that. It seems like the 3-point contest is the new dunk contest.
Yeah, no, that'd be interesting. I just wonder. Yeah, like you said, it's not too bad in terms of even if they're older, they should still be able to shoot. I just wonder if any of these guys are still shooting. Like Reggie or whoever else. Ray, some of
Or
those
Ray,
guys.
yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean, you give them time to get back in shape
yeah,
as
give them
far
a
as
heads up.
shooting wise.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's going to be muscle memory, once
sure.
they get in the kick of it. But I think it'd be one of those sights to see.
It would be cool for sure.
hmm And just to see even if one of those the old school guys can be one of
Hmm.
the new school guys. I think they would take that to the grave. They'd never let it go. So
It is funny because you see obviously Steph Curry passing all these guys on the all-time threes list, and they go to Reggie, and obviously Reggie says he's Steph's a better shooter than he was, but he's also like the game is just so different now. We weren't taking 10, 12 threes in a game ever, unless you were like
hmm
really feeling it, and they were more of a kind of scorers, right? Like get to the hoop, outside shots there, take it. But yeah, that would be interesting. It would be interesting to have a guy like a Ray Allen or a Reggie Miller that played in a time like this.
oh yeah, most
Would he be more like a Steph or focusing on the outside game, or what would their game look like today?
yeah. I'm sure they would take a lot more threes. And they would benefit from it a lot. Because back then teams didn't really care too
Yeah.
much to shoot the three. You only shot the three really if there was you had a specialist on your team or you needed a three to tie the
Right.
game or something like that. But I think it would be great to see those guys in this new NBA system with that green light.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then as far as the dunk contest, I mean, there's not really much we can do there. I still would have gave it to Obi. I don't think Simmons should have won that. But that's just me being a hater Nick fan. But I would like to see them raise the purse to get some of these bigger names in there.
I think that's the only thing they can do, to be honest. Like I feel like they just have to up that ante. Like, how do you get guys to dunk in this dunk contest? And it's not like, these guys don't get hurt dunking. It's not like it's throwing off. It's not like the home run derby where it might throw off a guy's swing for a while. I don't know why how they can't get these guys to commit to that.
I think part of it would be the purse, and then I think I think a lot of guys are scared.
Yeah,
As far as like their pride. I don't want to be somebody that lost to let's say Zion, right? He comes out, he botches his first four dunks.
sure.
But I mean, that's part of the game. I mean, it's not like you're supposed to be practicing these dunks. It's not like we want you to just go up there
Right,
and dunk. We're not expecting you to do like a 360
right.
windmill like Vince Carter, but I mean, you definitely practice like Aaron Gordon did and Zach Levine. When they were doing their run for when they
Hmm.
had the dunk contest.
Yeah, and did you hear that they had kind of a note on there on Vince Carter saying that he before that 2000 dunk contest he didn't practice anything and he kind of just went out there and winged it.
Yeah, but he's a different animal. He's
No, I know.
like those dunks he did in the dunk contest. He was doing like in game on people. So
Yeah, no, I get it. I just thought that was funny that some of these guys are practicing for weeks on dunks, and he just goes out there and kind of wings it.
yeah, but he was there's certain people that can
Sure.
do that, like him, like Jason
Yeah.
Richardson was another one. There was a lot of guys that just could
Yep.
straight out fly. So like their dunk contest games, like they could probably do that in game while being guarded on somebody.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're dead on. It was just interesting. There's just the philosophy behind it. I wonder if that's like a Zion thing, like if it's something that he can do, just like on a whim, or like Zach Levine. I feel like that video came out of him doing that, behind the back kind of dunk in warm-ups that looked really, I think it was behind the back. He bounced to himself and then did between the legs. I think one of the guys did it in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Obi did, but I mean,
Obi did it.
Yeah, he would have. I'm sure he's practiced that. I'm sure that's not something he
Just whipped out. I mean, so they're always practicing dunk. Like they're not just, you know what I mean? Like they're always practicing different dunks. They're not like, I need to nail this one. It's just kind of like, I feel like it's a feel thing. Like they're like, oh, let me try this, and they go up and try it, and then they're like, oh, let me do this, right?
Yeah, and then then he hits it. He's like, ooh, I can do that.
Exactly.
But that's part of the creative side of being a dunker. Maybe some of these other guys that are so-called labeled would be a great contestant in a dunk contest. Maybe they don't have that creativity yet, as far as to like think of things that they can do as far as a dunk, to get the audience to ooh and ah. Because I mean, a lot of it we've seen. We've seen the off the free throw line jump. We've seen the up and under. Statue of Liberty. So I mean, it's going to be pretty hard to think of a new dunk to introduce to the world.
Yeah, that's part of it, and that's why you're kind of seeing. I feel like you're seeing the props coming out and things like that. Like, what was that kid's name that brought out the set up the ball 11 feet high, grabbed it. The one that kissed the rim too. What was his name? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Simmons. Yeah. But that's like Blake Griffin bringing out the car. But I mean, I feel like there's I'm sure there's stuff. Even if you watch these like non-NBA guys that do like these dunk contests, they do some crazy stuff too, like the up and under reverse windmill dunk. But I think you just got to get in there and commit to it. But I think a lot of these guys don't want to commit to it. And then in subtle news, you had your boy Blake Griffin. He's going over to the Nets. Supposedly
Andre Drummond.
Yeah, Andre Drummond's right behind him. The Nets are loading up. Looks like they're trying to win it all. It's going to be interesting to see. I actually like the Blake Griffin signing. I don't know how much Blake has left in the tank as far as his being athletic. I mean, he's only got like 2 dunks this year. Everything else is like threes and jump shots.
So he'll fit in perfectly with the Nets.
Oh yeah. But I mean, him and I can see him and James Harden in that pick and roll right now. But it's gonna be interesting to see what Blake has left. I think he'll be a contributor. That's gonna help him go, do the little small ball thing. Instead of having KD at the 5, you can put him there. But I think I wonder if he'll start or come off the bench. But I don't think he'll finish games. I like Joe Harris more to be out there during crunch time. Especially, I think he's leading in threes right now. So like 3-point percentage. Yeah, I think he's at like 50%, 51%.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. He's money from the outside. Yeah, it really depends on what Blake Griffin they're getting or what they wanted out of him, right? Like, because like you said, in Detroit, he's kind of turned into like this, mid-range to 3-point shooter. Not really banging the boards like he was, like a 25 and 10 guy when he first came into the league. So I don't know if he can be, transformed a little bit back to more of that, down low-ish free throw line and under game, or can his body hold up to that anymore?
I mean, it might. I mean, he's not going to be getting a lot of minutes.
Right.
It's compared to like how it used to be. Let's say he does 20 minutes. I mean, that'll be refreshing for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they use him. But for $1 million, like I feel like you can't beat it.
Yeah, they got pretty much got like 6 All-Stars on the team.
Yeah,
6 or 7. And when you think about it, all will beat LeBron. 36.
Are they going to be able to do it?
I don't know, man. I hear the Lakers are still going after another big, probably Whiteside. That's another one that might get a buyout. I think he would help them as well. Replace that JaVale McGee presence or a shot blocker. But I mean, it's hard to beat LeBron. We've seen Golden State do it. I mean, they had an All-Star squad, but I don't know if this squad is going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, you saw LeBron kind of as well, like take that team, that was decimated, and give that Golden State team a battle, without Kyrie, without Kevin Love, and give them some issues. So,
averaging a triple double.
Right. So yeah, it's he's definitely gonna be tough to beat. I mean, as long as Anthony Davis is healthy, I mean, the Lakers are gonna be a tough one. And until the Jazz can get through a couple rounds, I don't know what they can do in the playoffs. So I'd imagine it'll come down to the Lakers in the finals again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is gonna be interesting to see. who can give them some trouble, whether it be the Clippers or I don't think Denver's there yet. I think they still need another piece or two.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can't, no offense against Utah, but I can't see it. I just don't see it.
I love the no offense.
Maybe it's because it's Utah. Maybe if they were like Cleveland or something, you might be like, oh yeah, they could win it. But I don't know. Just something about it. Just something about the team. The makeup of the team. We haven't really seen them, go far in the playoffs or put much together in the playoffs. But it's a different year, so things can happen. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. And then we got the NBA standings. It was looking like a 4-5 matchup. Celtics gonna be playing the Knicks first round if playoffs ended today.
What do you think? What do you think there?
It's probably a 4-1 series.
Knicks winning, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. Nah, I think this is our growing, a time, nice little growing experience. Get our feet wet in the playoffs. See what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Playoff basketball for a lot of guys on the team. I think this would probably be their first year in the playoffs outside of Derrick Rose and the coach, but. Just a little building block, for next year. Hopefully you sneak in the playoffs this year, win a game or two, and then go from there.
Yeah, it helps build building that resume, getting guys used to just exposing them to those different scenarios, right, and getting them into the heat of playoff basketball. It's just a different game than the regular season. So yeah, I think that and you're playing every other night, you're playing the same team, so being able to make adjustments and things like that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. All right, it's that time again. What you got for us this week for JD's Bites and Brews?
All right. So on the bites this week, went a little bit of a different route than I normally do. We did a vegetarian bowl. So it was a mushroom pesto bowl that had grilled peppers, pineapple chunks, and then put it over a bed of rice. Topped it with some kale pesto, threw some Parmesan on top. The mushrooms were sliced up. We did a mix of cremini and shiitake and marinated them in a kind of an odd marinade, but it came out pretty good. It's a little bit sweet. It had maple syrup, olive oil, soy sauce.
That sounds good.
And then a couple of spices, salt, pepper. But it really like caramelizes them good. Roast them at 450 for like a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
Tossed them all in the bowl, mixed it up, and yeah, it was actually came out really good.
Oh, nice. What made you guys decide to put that dish together?
We were just I always kind of like scroll through on Sunday mornings, just scroll through some different recipes, and I saw that one maybe like a week ago, one of the food blogs I read, and we are gonna do it last week, and then I was like, yeah, I don't know, and so we just made the plunge this week, and it came out really good. It was delicious. I would probably do, if I do it again, I'd do maybe less pineapple. It could be a little bit overpowering, and then I'd probably do a little bit less mushrooms, then maybe add like a little bit of chicken or like some steak in there. I think that would have been phenomenal.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would have slid those mushrooms off my plate.
What's funny? Like up until about maybe 5 or 6 months ago, I would not touch a mushroom. And I don't know, like.
Yeah, I have to be in the mood for them, and they have to be like cooked a certain way or like with a certain dish.
Yeah. I won't eat them like raw. Like that just is disgusting to me. But throw them in a pan with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and I'm cook them. I like to cook them for a while, or with that, or with butter. This was an interesting marinade on them, but it came out good. So I like them like crispy, almost.
Yeah, I don't think I've. Yeah, it has to be some like either like it can't still be like chewy.
No,
like how kind of like a mushroom is.
Right.
And if it's like maybe in rice or something, then I could probably do it. But if it's like a straight up mushroom, or nah, it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, last week we did a mushroom risotto that was came out really good. So highly recommend that as well.
Oh yeah, or I'll do the stuffed mushrooms. Those are good.
Oh yeah.
But those,
Oh yeah.
those are roasted and crunchy and stuff. Sometimes I'll do it on a pizza, but mostly it has to be in a dish, like kind of like some kind of stir fry or something with other stuff in there. Then I'll eat it. I don't have a problem eating it. And what you drinking this all with?
All right. So what we had for beer is zombie dust. It's a
This sounds crazy right now.
it's a pale ale. Used to be really difficult to get because I believe it's brewed in Wayne, Indiana. I have to verify if it was Wayne, but so there it is. It's Munster, Indiana. So more recent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pale ale. On the can they call it an undead pale ale. So
Great names, by the way.
three Floyds, and it has intensely hopped and gushing undead pale ale will be one's only respite after the zombie apocalypse. So shout out Steve and Michael on this one. This would probably be a beer that he would at least love the can and the description on. But it's one of the it's one of the highest rated pale ales I think on Beer Advocate and Untapped.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never had it though before because it's never really shipped to Massachusetts. And I was wandering around and saw it. I was like, oh, let me grab this. So I've always wanted to try it, but just never had the opportunity. So,
oh, nice.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's solid. It's it's a little bit sweet, which I like on a pale ale, but it has a pretty good finish. Definitely like a beer that you could just you could have a few of. It's only I think it's like 6.5%.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have a few of these without falling over when you get up. But I
mean, depends on who you are.
Yeah, so on Untapped it has 222,000 check-ins, and it's rated at a 4.31. So that's actually really high for that many check-ins. So I'd give it like out of 10. I'd probably give it like a 8.1, 8.2 out of 10. We'll go 8.2.
This one must have hit your taste buds.
Yeah, it's got sometimes you get those bitter aftertastes with the pale ales, but this one doesn't really have it.
I mean, that's good. I mean, sometimes I hate when it has a weird aftertaste.
Yeah, that usually like makes or breaks the beer for me. This one was smooth, real smooth, 6.5%.
Yeah, especially if it makes it even better if you can like drink it while you're eating or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely go back for more of this for sure.
Oh, nice. And I think that's it for JD's Bikes and Brews. Any new shows you guys are checking out?
We watched what's that one with Sarah Chalk and Katherine Heigl?
I'm not sure what that one is.
What is it? It's called Firefly Lane. We watched the first season of Firefly Lane. It's pretty good.
What's that about? I don't even think I heard that.
So basically, it's about two friends and they're journalists, and they kind of like go through life together.
Mm-hmm.
One becomes like super famous. So one girl gets super famous, like has her own TV show, but they like never stop being friends basically. So they're still like really good friends, and then they just they're just going through some stuff throughout the show, just different. I think I don't want to blow it, but if you want to watch it, one girl gets pregnant and loses a baby, and then they just kind of work through different things within their friendship, even though she's still like this super famous person.
Gotcha. That sounds like I know there was Netflix has one or two new shows.
Yeah, it was on Netflix, and they got that other one, Ginny and something or other.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. I thought it was that Ginny and
no,
Georgia.
That's another one.
Nah, I thought there was something else. Yeah, that was new.
Don't know. Oh, that is it, the new the Mormon documentary.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Watched like half the first episode and didn't really hook me.
Oh man, it looks like they were shooting people in there. There's a
bomb. They set up a bomb.
It looks like they were being terrorists.
Yeah, kind of.
And being Mormons at the same time.
Yep.
Let me see. For me, I think the only thing I really watched was I watched Underwater. It's an older movie that came out last year, and then it's about these people that They built like this underwater exploration base, and they're like digging through the Earth's core. And obviously, when they dig too far, something comes up that they don't know is there, and it's like this monster is fucking killing everybody. So it's kind of like an aliens underwater.
Hmm.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. I don't think, obviously, the movie's not true. It's not, not based off real facts, but I'm sure there's stuff down there that we have no idea what it is.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, there's like the Earth is 75% water. We only explored like 10% of it, so I'm sure there's some stuff down there that we have no clue about. Being we can't go that far down.
Yep.
Into the water. I'm sure there's a bunch of new species and different types of sharks, shrimp, all this type of stuff down there. Then the other movie I watched was Underwater was alright. It's like a quick watch. Like if you're looking for like a little sci-fi thriller thing, you could definitely pop it on. I think I gave it like a 6 out of 10 because they didn't really get into like the reason why they were down there, or they kind of just get into it. There's people in the base, and then shit just starts happening. People start dying. But it wasn't bad though.
Yeah, I didn't see that one yet. Who's in that one?
The girl from Twilight, I forgot her name.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Kirsten something.
It's one of those girls Tom's had a crush on. Yeah, Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart, that's it. Yep.
But yeah, it wasn't bad. And then the other movie I watched was I Care a Lot. That's on Netflix. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Oh yeah. No, not yet.
Yeah, it's about this lady who's like scamming old people. She's like using her doctor, who's a friend, to do like these emergency hearings so she can get custody of like these are old like baby boomers, and then she pretty much takes over all their assets, wipes them clean. But one of the people she gets is like not who she thought she was. Then it gets her in a whole heap of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to give it away. But it's not a bad movie. But you kind of see stuff coming when it happens. But it's definitely something you can pop on to watch if you're looking for something to watch.
Yeah, no, that was definitely in my queue of watching. We started that show with the blind girl, In the Dark.
Yeah.
So started that last night. One episode in. So far, so good. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and I put on that. I actually tried the new Superman show, Superman and Lois. It's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a different perspective on Superman. It's kind of like the Superman Afterlife. He has kids.
Mm-hmm.
Back in Metropolis. But so far, it's only like 2 episodes. But it's not bad. I got to give it to the CW. They do a great job of putting these DC shows out on like television. I just hope DC learns from this and they can do that and translate that to the movies.
Yeah. CW does do a good job. I'm just like, I gotta get back into it. But yeah, I definitely give that Superman a try. They did good. What was the other one that they used to have on there?
Yes, Smallville.
Yeah.
That was a great one. But I mean, they have Flash now. I think they have a Batwoman. I think they got quite a few like DC little stuff on there. But from what I've seen, the reviews and stuff, it's pretty good. Those shows are pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, if Tom was here, he'll give us a BRR. There's Tom's Corner on WandaVision. He'll tell you it's a great show. He'll tell you it's a great show. A lot of Easter eggs in there. What they got coming up as far as Doctor Strange, hinting at the mutant stuff. Showing Wanda getting her full power, so to say, but she's still learning it. They introduced the White Vision. I'm trying to think what else he would tell you. I don't know what else he would say.
And that's
Tom's Corner.
Tom, where you at?
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see what happens, what goes down.
I know.
Second half of the NBA kicking off tomorrow. I think tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah. I think Dallas plays somebody tomorrow.
And then we're gonna have the movies coming out.
Oh yeah, Godzilla, end of the month.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I'm hearing a lot of stuff where it looks good.
Good.
Then we got Mortal Kombat next month. I think there's something in between too. I know HBO Max has some. They have some good movies.
It was like right between that first week of April. I think they had one. How many freaking movies?
Yeah, even the second half of the year with I think Ghostbusters, Matrix, I forget what else they got, but it's pretty much like a movie, one or two movies every month,
Yep.
because they all got the Warner Bros. Stuff. Oh, and the revamped
Oh yeah.
Justice League. I think that's in like a week and a half. I think that's the week before Godzilla. So I mean, it's gonna be a lot of stuff. And then Disney has the other show starting, the Bucky and Falcon. I think that starts the same week as the 19th. I think that's the week it comes out. So I mean, it's gonna be a bunch of different stuff.
Oh, the Conjuring was one I was thinking of.
Yeah, I like that series.
Yeah, the first one was good. Do they have another? Did they have a second one, or is this it?
Oh no, this is like the fifth one.
Oh man, I'm way behind. I only watched the first one.
I think like the first two weren't about these that couple. It was
Yeah.
like more present, and then like the next ones went back to like this couple where they're like the, I don't want to say Ghostbusters of Conjuring, but
Yep.
like the ghost hunters, and then it's going through each of their experiences of the different type of major hauntings they solved. So I mean, it's pretty good. I like it.
Nice. And when are we going to get the new Space Jam? A lot of controversy on Space Jam. They've changed Lola Bunny's character.
Oh man, I know that's coming out July. I think they moved it to July or August. I mean, I'll give it a watch. I mean, so it's free on HBO Max. So Chaos Walking came out, but I didn't watch that yet. I'm almost finished Black Messiah.
How's that?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's like a interesting story.
Yeah, it looked good.
Get cultured.
Hell yeah.
Get black culture right there. Mortal Kombat. We got April 7th. Fast and the Furious 9, June 24th. There was that other one I told you about them scamming the pharmaceutical companies to get people to go to rehab. I forgot the name of that one.
Oh yeah.
They got Venom coming out in June. Spider-Man's in December. I mean, there's a bunch of different. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Hopefully, stuff doesn't get pushed back. We gotta wait another year.
I don't think so. I think the way things are going, we should be good.
Yeah.
We got shows coming out too. We'll have Ozark and Yellowstone, Stranger Things.
They got another Resident Evil coming out.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know if they're redoing it, but I mean,
I know.
there's just so many. Mission Impossible 7, Ghostbusters, The Matrix, Halloween, another Halloween. Still hasn't died yet. There's a bunch of different stuff. Cinderella. I'm not gonna watch that. I'm sure you and the kids will watch that.
I'll be sleeping.
Return to Chucky.
We're gonna do another Chucky.
Well, I think it's off the last one that they did, where he's like a brainiac type of thing, where he's like uploaded into a system, because that's how they made the dolls, like on the network.
Yep.
But I mean, I'll give it a watch because it's Chucky, but I'm not going to the movies to see it. But
Hey, if it's on HBO Max, you can just flip it on. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's everything from Warner Brothers. It's supposed to be on HBO Max free. So, and I know they got a lot of stuff coming out.
Cool. Nice.
And that's pretty much it. I want to thank y'all for rocking out with your boy Rich, JD, and Tom here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.